What's up, everybody? It's your boy AB. Welcome back to the channel and welcome to today's Combat Master video. Yes, we've doubled down and we're going with back-to-back Combat Master videos because it seems like the last video I uploaded has stirred up a little bit of a hornet's nest, a little bit of a controversy. Well, not necessarily a controversy, but let's call it a little bit of a conversation. Some people agreed, some people disagreed. So right off the rip, I just want to give everybody a quick shout out because I truly appreciate you guys showing up for my latest video. Thank you so much for popping off in the comments down below. We have a very passionate Combat Master community, content creators that have been covering this game basically since the game released. For example, I got my brother here, Jaboozle, who says, "These fools need to give me the reins. I will turn it around. I will add duos, squads, and battle royale, proximity chat, anime gooner skins, and glizzy guns." Yes, we need the gooner skins. I give that a round of applause, guys. If you guys agree, make sure to like up the video. We also have this comment here from Concha. Hopefully the game can make some sort of a comeback, even if it won't be as big as it was back in the start. Jesus Christ, I can't read. What the hell? Hopefully the game can make some sort of a comeback, even if it won't be as big as it was back, but it was the first and probably only game I was a part of a supportive community for a small indie game. For a lot of us, this was the first time that we were a part of a small community, a game community. Some games are so big that you don't really feel like your voice is being heard. Concha, you're not alone, brother. There was a bunch of content creators that really got a big start with Combat Master, and as well as Pickled Gamer, the homie, the big buff 6'3" gaming OG. Coming soon is coming soon, coming soon. And yes, a lot of us in the community are well aware of what coming soon is. It's kind of a meme at this point. Storm Shield actually called that out. Alfa Bravo always says they're a small group. If they knew it well for themselves, they should have designed and acted on a roadmap for a small group. I don't know why they insist on the way this season is run. Coming soon. Again, touching on the fact that the Alfa Bravo Inc. team is a small development team and you can't take on huge projects. You kind of have to baby step it. It's all about efficiency, planning things out ahead of time and executing on those things. Now, I am not developing this game whatsoever. I do not sit down at the computer and code. I can barely remember my login information for Netflix. So there's no way that I could be a developer or put myself in Alfa Bravo's shoes. We have this comment here from Yusuf that says, "Combat Master 2 will be coming soon, question mark. I don't think so, but the devs should update Combat Master's original game, such as adding duos, trios, squads in Battle Royale." Now, the last comment that I want to read is from a user named Freddy on CM. He wrote, "It just feels to me, after being in this community for so long, is that Alpha still does not publicly talk about what is going on, nor does he give any updates unless he is directly reached out to via DMs, whether it be regular people, which most don't have him added, which they can't get added because he doesn't accept friend requests for obvious reasons, or content creators who ask. I just wish we heard something to be excited for, to look forward to. It sucks because I really love this game, but it's just been a downhill spiral ever since Season 2's launch. All I can do is be optimistic." And well, I said I'm just gonna go ahead and reach out to him. Sometimes we don't get the responses that we want. Sometimes we just get a winky face. Sometimes we get these very vague and cryptic messages, and you know, it gets kind of hard. So I reached out to him through DMs, through Discord DMs, and we had a pretty interesting quick conversation. I reached out to Alpha and basically asked him how he's doing. I let him know that the community is getting a little bit restless and game content has been quiet. So I just wanted to check in on him and see how things were doing and hope everything was well. He did respond almost immediately, so he must have been online. And he basically said that everything is fine and they've just been toiling away. They're working on content. So for anybody out there that doubted that there would be content coming, he basically said that there is content coming. He confirmed that the team is working on Season 5 content. They do have their Season 5 theme for their Battle Pass. And a little something extra. Now, I can't say what that little something extra is, but it's kind of going to be big news. I think it's going to be news that is going to rock the Combat Master community. I don't want to steal the announcement thunder. I want Alfa Bravo to officially announce this themselves. Now, besides those bombshells of news, we did talk a little bit about the video itself, the last video I uploaded. And he said he was moved, he was touched by people's passion, and he agreed on some of the things that I pointed out. He didn't specifically say on what exactly. And I gotta say, it makes me feel good that the type of videos that I'm making are resonating with not only the community, but the developers themselves. Again, we are a pretty tight-knit community, and giving feedback is honestly probably the best thing that I could do for the community. Making videos, giving feedback, and just kind of speaking up a little bit, right? I think that's the best thing that I can do as a content creator. And one little interesting fact that I dropped on Alfa Bravo was the fact that Combat Master outlived Warzone Mobile. Warzone Mobile was supposed to be the future of mobile, developed by Activision, millions of dollars of investment. But somehow, some way, Combat Master survived all of that, where all of these huge AAA titles have been closing down and shutting down, and all these games are dying. Combat Master has survived through it all. And I brought it up to him and I said, hey, your game outlasted a lot of other games. What do you think of that? And he did respond that that's the beauty of being an independent developer. He doesn't need to rely on millions of dollars in revenue. They're earning enough, and it's enough to keep the game alive. That's the beauty of being an indie dev. And yes, development time takes longer, but they're with the game for the long haul. So anyways, boys, I just kind of wanted to touch bases with you guys. I feel like the last video was kind of divisive. Some people were calling me out. Some people were calling each other out. But nevertheless, all the feedback and the input and ideas were my own for the most part, especially about Combat Master needing to release a sequel. Now, when I said that Combat Master needed a sequel, that comes from the place of mind that I believe Combat Master needs a better foundation. When Combat Master released, it was a small indie mobile FPS. Somehow that game ended up growing and beating expectations to the point that people wanted a PC port. It came to PC, it went viral again, and it drew a lot of attention, but the game drew attention to the point that a small indie dev team couldn't really keep up with. Content has slowed down, and having to release mobile updates and PC updates seems to me, at least, I don't know if this is the reality or not, it seems to have been this game's Achilles heel. Some of the updates have been ruining the mobile player base's experience, and on PC, everything seems to be going, for the most part, okay. So it seems like the game has been more enjoyable on PC, which is a smaller group of audience, but the game has been worsening on mobile, which made up the majority of the audience. So this is what I meant as far as the game needed a clearer vision, a better foundation, and a more thought out roadmap for what this game needed. Does that necessarily mean that the game should start over with the Combat Master 2? Or can they just revamp the current Combat Master to kind of fit that? Or in the best case scenario, they can just figure all of this out and create a seamless mobile and PC experience. We have a couple options here. My idea was to just start over fresh, start with a new game, start fresh in a new engine, and just kind of keep it PC only. I know a lot of people didn't agree with that, but at least it got people thinking. It got people thinking and it got people talking. And that's all my intention was with that video, was to kind of start the conversation again. Let's start talking about Combat Master again. Let's start the conversation on what's going on with this game. This game is still alive. It hasn't shut down. It hasn't sunset. The game still exists. You can still play to this day. There's a lot of potential here, and I refuse to give up on that potential because I see a lot with Combat Master. And on that note, boys, we're going to go ahead and wrap up today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you did, make sure to hit the like button. And if you would like to stay up to date with more Combat Master news, first-person shooter content, then make sure to subscribe. Thank you so much for watching and have a blessed day. I'll see you guys in the next one. And as always, stay safe, stay strong, and stay healthy. Peace.